Let's dive deep into the origins of evil. Is it an inherent force, or merely the absence of good? And what is the role of free will in our choices between light and darkness? Brace yourself for a revelation that will shatter conventional religious teachings and open your eyes to the hidden mechanics of moral choice. What if evil is not a supernatural power, but simply the absence of good? This may sound paradoxical, but according to the Secret Doctrine, evil is not something that can exist independently, but rather a reflection of our own choices and actions when we stray from the path of righteousness. This perspective challenges traditional religious ideas of Satan as an independent evil deity waging war against God. Instead, it presents a sobering truth that we all have the capacity for evil within ourselves. Our choices determine whether we align with the principles of light and love or succumb to the shadows of hatred and destruction. Consider the concept of addiction. An addict does not believe themselves to be inherently evil, yet their habits bring suffering to themselves and others. Similarly, a person consumed by anger or prejudice does not label themselves as evil, despite the harm they cause. Can we really claim that someone who inflicts pain on others is possessed by a literal devil? Or is evil simply a consequence of ignorance, fear, and attachment? The Secret Doctrine teaches that we are endowed with free will to choose our actions, but our choices are influenced by karma, the law of cause and effect. Every action generates a reaction that propels us further along our evolutionary path. When we act from motives rooted in fear and ignorance, we accumulate negative karma that binds us to lower states of consciousness. Conversely, when we act from love and wisdom, we generate positive karma that lifts us higher on our journey towards enlightenment. Therefore, evil is not a separate force opposing good, but an illusion that arises from our own subconscious desires. In essence, evil is a mirage promising happiness through indulgence and comfort, yet ultimately leading to suffering. True good, however, lies in recognizing the impermanence of this world and cultivating virtues like compassion, patience, and detachment. But who orchestrates this grand cosmic drama? Meet the Mahatmas, the ascended masters who serve as the custodians of ancient wisdom. These beings have already completed their earthly evolution and now dwell on higher planes of consciousness, guiding humanity's spiritual progress. Some may dismiss them as mere myth, but consider the evidence. Throughout history, mystics like Jesus, Buddha, and Lao Tzu have spoken of connecting with divine sources beyond the physical world. Modern examples include Nikola Tesla, whose work in electricity changed the world, yet he claimed to receive guidance from unseen realms. Or consider the Dalai Lama, revered for his wisdom and compassion, who believes in the guidance of his spiritual lineage. What if these individuals, spanning cultures and eras, are not crazy or deluded, but are actually receiving authentic guidance from the very architects of creation? Let's delve deeper into the enigmatic world of the Mahatmas. These ascended masters exist on higher planes of consciousness, beyond the limitations of our ordinary perception. Despite their superhuman abilities, they remain deeply connected to humanity, observing our evolution and offering guidance to those who seek their wisdom. But who exactly are these Mahatmas, and why do they play such a pivotal role in the grand tapestry of existence? The term Mahatma means great soul, a title bestowed upon those who have achieved spiritual perfection and realized their oneness with the divine. These enlightened beings are not gods to be worshipped, but fellow travelers on the evolutionary journey who have simply reached a state of complete self-realization. The masters are not confined by the boundaries of space and time as we understand them. They exist in the higher planes of consciousness, where they maintain direct communion with the wisdom of the ages. It is here that they act as the custodians of ancient knowledge, preserving the esoteric truths that have guided humanity since the dawn of consciousness. Their wisdom encompasses not just spiritual teachings, but also scientific principles and philosophical insights that can illuminate the mysteries of life, death, and the nature of reality itself. The Masters are not aloof observers of human affairs. They deeply care for the evolution of our species and the health of our planet. Many of us have heard stories of modern mystics who claim to channel the teachings of the Masters. These teachings often emphasize love, compassion, and service to humanity as the highest expressions of spiritual wisdom. The Masters call us to awaken to our own inner divinity and recognize that we all possess the potential for enlightenment. The Masters are not a new concept, but echo throughout history. Figures like Hermes, Pythagoras, and even Jesus spoke of connecting with divine sources of wisdom beyond the confines of the physical world. Today, we have organizations like the Theosophical Society, founded in 1879, which has dedicated itself to preserving and sharing the teachings of the Masters. These teachings continue to inspire seekers of truth worldwide, regardless of their background or beliefs. The most famous, perhaps, are the Tibetan Masters, Jewel Kol and the Jualo. Kol, who channeled teachings on a wide range of subjects, from spirituality and metaphysics to art and aesthetics. Their wisdom offers timeless insights into the nature of reality, helping us navigate the complexities of life and awaken to our fullest potential. If you feel drawn to connect with the Masters, know that they are always accessible to those who seek their guidance. Through meditation, prayer, or simply by opening your heart to the flow of universal wisdom, you can tune in to their frequencies and receive insights that illuminate your path. Remember, the Masters are not distant deities, but fellow travelers who have journeyed the path of enlightenment and wish to help you on your own journey. So open your mind, open your heart, and allow the wisdom of the Masters to guide you towards greater understanding and spiritual growth. The teachings of the Masters offer a beacon of hope and wisdom in these turbulent times. If you long for a deeper connection with the divine, with yourself, and with the world around you, I encourage you to explore these teachings further and discover the transformative power they hold. As you delve into this rich tapestry of esoteric wisdom, you may encounter challenging concepts that question your long-held beliefs and challenge your perceptions of reality. Yet it is precisely in confronting these challenges that you will find the most profound opportunities for growth and transformation. Embrace the journey with an open mind and a willingness to explore the uncharted territories of your own consciousness. As you do, remember that you are not alone. Countless seekers have walked this path before you, and their experiences serve as guiding lights in the darkness. Reach out to fellow travelers, engage in thoughtful discussions, and allow their insights to enrich your own understanding. By embracing the teachings of the Masters and engaging in this profound dialogue, you become part of a lineage of wisdom seekers that spans millennia. You join a community of souls who have dared to question, to seek, and to find. In doing so, you contribute to the evolution of consciousness on our planet and play a part in bringing greater light into the world. So go forth, dear seeker, and dive deep into the ocean of wisdom. May your journey be filled with wonder, insight, and the realization of your true potential. Let the teachings of the Masters guide you, and the wisdom you uncover within yourself illuminate the path for others. Remember, the answers you seek are within you, and the Masters are there to help you unlock them. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the Secret Doctrine and the teachings of the Masters. I hope you found this journey enlightening and inspiring. If you feel called to continue this exploration, I invite you to dive into other videos on my channel that delve deeper into the wisdom shared by these Ascended Masters. Together, let us walk this path of enlightenment and bring greater love and understanding into the world. Until we meet again, you are not who you think you are. What you consider to be yourself is actually a complex being composed of 7 distinct principles or vehicles of consciousness, each operating on different planes of existence and serving different functions in your cosmic evolution. Most humans live under the illusion that they consist of only body and soul, but the Secret Doctrine reveals a far more intricate reality. You are a sevenfold being, a microcosm of the 7 cosmic planes, each principle representing a different aspect of your total existence. The Secret Doctrine is one of the most comprehensive and esoteric texts ever written. Authored by Helena Blavatsky in 1888, this monumental work unveils the hidden wisdom of ancient civilizations, providing a profound understanding of the universe, humanity, and our place within the grand tapestry of existence. Its teachings delve into the mysteries of life, death, and the nature of consciousness, challenging conventional beliefs and inviting us to explore the unseen realms that govern our world. So buckle up and get ready for an enlightening adventure as we dive into the depths of the Secret Doctrine together. Here's a little disclaimer before we begin our exploration. The Secret Doctrine contains very complex ideas and unconventional concepts that may challenge your current beliefs and understanding of the world. It is not meant to contradict or replace any faith or religious doctrine, but rather to expand your perception of reality and offer a deeper glimpse into the mysteries of existence. The teachings presented here are for educational and explorative purposes, encouraging you to think critically, question assumptions, and seek your own truth. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the hidden wisdom of the Secret Doctrine can be a transformative experience that unlocks new possibilities for consciousness, personal growth, and spiritual enlightenment. Now let's embark on our incredible journey through the Secret Doctrine. Within each individual human being, all 7 root races exist as potential. We carry within our consciousness the innocence of the first race, the wisdom of the third, the power of the fourth, the knowledge of the fifth, the intuition of the sixth, and the spiritual realization of the seventh. Evolution is not just collective, but deeply personal. Are you ready to embark on a breathtaking journey through time and space? Picture this: billions of years ago, long before the dawn of human civilization, our planet Earth and its inhabitants existed in a state of unimaginable beauty and harmony. This was the golden age of the first root race. These celestial beings were ethereal in nature, existing in a realm where matter had not yet solidified and consciousness flowed freely. Imagine an existence beyond the limitations of physical form, where thoughts could manifest instantly and the boundaries of individuality were blurred. As time progressed, the dense energy of this root race began to crystallize, giving rise to the second root race, the Hyperboreans. These beings, though still more spirit than flesh, were evolving toward greater physical density. Their reproduction occurred through a process akin to cellular division, a method of creation vastly different from the sexual reproduction we are familiar with today. Life during this epoch was blissful and innocent, untouched by the complexities and struggles that would arise in later stages of human evolution. It was a time when humanity's collective consciousness shone brightly, radiating purity and unity. However, as the ages moved forward, the third root race, the Lemurians, emerged, marking a significant shift in the cycle of human evolution. These beings possessed a physical form much larger than ours and inhabited a vast continent that lay submerged beneath the Pacific Ocean. One of their most striking features was the single eye located in the center of their foreheads. This mystical eye served as the organ of spiritual sight, allowing them to perceive the subtle energies that permeated the universe. It was during the Lemurian epoch that humanity first developed individual will, setting the stage for the long journey towards self-consciousness. Yet as we venture further into the annals of human prehistory, the fourth root race, the Atlanteans, come to the forefront. These enigmatic beings achieved extraordinary heights of civilization, mastering technologies and psychic abilities that far surpassed our own. Their cities gleamed with crystal towers powered by advanced energy sources, and their mastery over the elements was unparalleled. However, with such immense power came great challenges. The Atlanteans, driven by their boundless abilities, often misused their spiritual gifts, leading to catastrophic consequences that ultimately resulted in the destruction of their advanced civilization. The remnants of their once mighty empire serve as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of wisdom and restraint in the face of overwhelming power. And now we arrive at the fifth root race, which includes modern humans. Our current stage of evolution is characterized by the development of the rational mind and individual self-consciousness. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment in history. Our task is to harmonize the advancements of science and technology with the spiritual wisdom of past ages, paving the way for the emergence of even greater possibilities in the future. But the story doesn't end here. The sixth root race is already among us, comprising those exceptional individuals who display heightened intuitive abilities, natural psychic gifts, and an innate understanding of humanity's spiritual destiny. They serve as the bridge between our present-day civilization and the spiritually evolved humanity of the coming age. And finally, we reach the seventh root race, the culmination of human evolution on Earth. These beings will have transcended the need for physical incarnation, having learned all that this planet has to teach about the development of consciousness. They exist in a state of perpetual spiritual realization, free from the limitations of material form. Each root race represents a unique stage in the grand cycle of human evolution, contributing its distinct characteristics, advancements, and challenges to the tapestry of existence. The Secret Doctrine emphasizes that within each individual human being, all 7 root races exist as potential, waiting to be awakened and integrated in our journey towards wholeness and enlightenment. Understanding the cyclical nature of existence provides a profound perspective on our place in the grand scheme of things. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes and transforms according to the eternal rhythm of the universe. This revelation offers solace and hope in times of upheaval and reminds us that endings are merely new beginnings in disguise. Imagine the universe itself as a vast ocean and each of our lives as a tiny wave cresting and falling over and over again. In this grand cosmic dance, there are moments of joy and exuberance, but also times of crashing down and retreat. Just as the wave cannot exist independently of the ocean, our individual experiences are interconnected with the cycles of the cosmos. We rise and fall in harmony with the rhythms of nature, society, and even the stars above. Recognizing these cycles empowers us to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and resilience. It enables us to find meaning in both the glorious peaks and the challenging valleys, knowing that each experience is a stepping stone on our path to growth and transformation. The cyclic nature of existence extends beyond our personal lives. The Secret Doctrine reveals that humanity itself moves through vast racial cycles, each lasting millions of years. During these cycles, entire civilizations rise and fall, leaving behind legacies that influence future generations. Just as individuals go through phases of childhood, youth, maturity, and old age, so too do cultures. They flourish, contribute their unique gifts to human development, and eventually fade away, making room for new expressions of consciousness to emerge. This constant flow of birth, growth, decline, and renewal ensures that humanity continues to evolve and expand its collective wisdom over the eons. Even the universe itself operates according to cosmic cycles. The grandest scale, known as the kalpas, are the cosmic days and nights of Brahma. During a cosmic day, or manvantara, entire chains of worlds evolve through their complete life cycles. Solar systems are born, mature, fulfill their purposes, and eventually dissolve back into their source. This is a period of creation and manifestation, a time when consciousness unfolds its myriad forms and explores the boundless realms of experience. But the cosmic day is followed by the cosmic night, or pralaya, when all returns to seed state, resting in the infinite potential of the Absolute. It is a time of deep rest and rejuvenation, allowing the universe to integrate the wisdom gained through manifestation and prepare for a new cycle of creation. Within these grand cycles lie smaller cycles, like wheels within wheels. Each solar system has its own rhythm, each planet its own periods of awakening and rest, each species its own evolutionary timeline. All of existence unfolds in an intricate web of cycles, reminding us that nothing remains static. Everything is in constant flux and relationship. Recognizing these cosmic rhythms enables us to align ourselves with the natural cycles of life, enhancing our ability to thrive and contribute to the ongoing evolution of consciousness. These cycles also explain the puzzling similarities between ancient myths. Hitherto unknown worlds open before the contemplation of the thinker, who realizes that the key to true wisdom lies not in accumulation of facts, but in a radical shift in consciousness. This ancient text describes what happens when one begins to grasp the esoteric teachings known as the Secret Doctrine, the hidden wisdom that has guided spiritual seekers across the ages. But don't expect a comfortable intellectual exercise. The Secret Doctrine challenges you to question everything you think you know about reality. Our universe, according to this tradition, is but one cell in the boundless body of an infinite whole. Our sun is merely a spark of divine fire amidst a cosmic ocean of consciousness. And our planetary system, with its complex interactions of matter and energy, is but a single instrument playing a note in the grand symphony of creation. As you peer deeper into the mysteries of existence, you'll discover that the universe never ceases to unfold in greater complexity and wonder. The Secret Doctrine reveals an unbroken chain of spiritual evolution stretching back through countless ages. You'll encounter civilizations far more advanced than our own, whose wisdom and accomplishments have been lost to the sands of time. You'll walk among the ruins of cities that once pulsed with arcane knowledge and explore the remnants of technologies powered by forces beyond our current understanding. These lost worlds become mirrors reflecting our potential as a species and reminders of the cyclical nature of human progress. But perhaps most unsettling, you'll come face to face with the darker aspects of our shared history, the hidden roots of evil and suffering that have plagued humanity since the dawn of consciousness. The Secret Doctrine doesn't shy away from the shadow side of existence, but confronts it directly. You'll learn about forgotten cults devoted to anti-spiritual practices, the misuse of occult powers for selfish ends, and the devastating consequences of forgetting our true divine nature. These lessons are not meant to shock or frighten, but to warn and inspire. By uncovering the hidden causes of suffering, you gain the power to heal and transform both yourself and the world. To embark on this journey, you must prepare yourself for the unexpected. The Secret Doctrine doesn't adhere to a neat, linear structure. Instead, it presents a vast kaleidoscope of teachings, philosophies, and mysteries gathered from diverse cultures and epochs. This deliberate fragmentation serves a deeper purpose, mirroring the fragmented state of human consciousness itself, separated from its true unity and wholeness. Only by piecing together the fragments scattered throughout time and space can you begin to reconstruct the original vision of reality concealed within the Secret Doctrine. This ancient wisdom calls for an entirely new way of perceiving the world, one rooted in direct experience and inner realization rather than blind acceptance of authority or dogma. You are encouraged to test every teaching against your own intuition and insight, to trust your inner voice, even when it contradicts conventional wisdom, and to seek harmony between the esoteric truths you uncover and your everyday life, rather than seeing them as mutually exclusive. At times, the Secret Doctrine can seem like a cryptic puzzle, rich with symbolism and layered meanings that resist easy interpretation. Don't be discouraged by apparent obscurity. Instead, approach each passage with childlike curiosity and openness. Allow the words to resonate within you, to spark your imagination and intuition, and to lead you deeper into the mystery. Embrace the ambiguity and paradoxical nature of esoteric wisdom. Key concepts like Maya, Kundalini, and the 7 principles may initially appear confusing or contradictory, but it's precisely in untangling these complexities that your understanding deepens. Remember, you're not meant to passively consume these teachings, but to engage with them, wrestle with their implications, and incorporate their wisdom into your own lived experience. The Secret Doctrine is not just a book to be read, It's a life to be lived. It's a call to action, urging you to apply these timeless teachings to the challenges and opportunities of your unique circumstances. At times, you may feel overwhelmed by the sheer scope and depth of the material, unsure of where to begin or how to proceed. But remember, wisdom unfolds gradually through dedicated study, reflection, and above all, direct experience. There are no shortcuts on this path, but steady progress is always possible with consistent effort. Don't hesitate to reread passages that resonate with you, to discuss ideas with fellow students of the mysteries, and to seek guidance from those who've walked this path before you. Above all, bring a humble yet courageous attitude to your exploration of the Secret Doctrine. Approach these ancient teachings with reverence and respect for their power, while also being willing to challenge your own assumptions and biases. Be prepared to confront your deepest fears and limitations, but also to celebrate your triumphs along the way. The Secret Doctrine is a challenging yet immensely rewarding journey. Your willingness to dive into its depths and emerge transformed is a testament to the limitless potential that lies within you. With each step you take, you activate a deeper resonance with the wisdom of the ages. You become a conduit for the very forces that shaped civilizations long past and continue to guide humanity's evolution. Your intuition sharpens, your perception clarifies, and you begin to glimpse the intricate harmonies underlying the tapestry of existence. The fragmented pieces of wisdom start to fit together, revealing a coherent picture of the universe and your place within it. You gain a profound sense of interconnectedness with all life, realizing that you are truly never alone. An unseen web of spiritual energy binds you to every other conscious being, forming an eternal fellowship of seekers and sages. This realization fills you not with fear, but with an overwhelming sense of love, compassion, and unity. It dissolves boundaries between you and others, dissolving the barriers of nationality, race, religion, and gender. You see clearly that we are all children of the same divine source, engaged in a shared journey of discovery and awakening. As you deepen your understanding of the universe, you uncover your true identity as a spiritual being having a human experience. You realize that you are not separate from the divine, but actually a divine being unfolding greater and greater perfection in every moment. This realization brings profound peace and contentment, anchoring you amidst the ever-changing circumstances of life. You understand that your deepest nature is eternal, unchanging consciousness, perfectly whole and complete right now. You recognize that all spiritual seeking ultimately leads home to yourself, to the rediscovery of the truth that you already know. All paths are ultimately one, pointing toward this same realization. The journey outward was necessary to turn your attention away from the finite and toward the infinite, from the limited self to the unbounded spirit. But now you are ready to return, bringing home the riches of your discoveries, to share with a world still awakening to its true nature. You have discovered that spirituality is not about retreating from life, but engaging with the world in fuller consciousness, applying spiritual wisdom to improve society and uplift humanity as a whole. Your life purpose emerges naturally from this inner realization, flowing forth as creative expression, service to others, or whatever form best suits your unique gifts and talents. You continue to study and reflect deeply on the teachings, but now they inform every aspect of your life. Your home reflects your inner harmony, your relationships express deeper understanding, and your work manifests greater skill and insight. Everywhere you look, you see the fingerprints of divine order and purpose. The Secret Doctrine has opened your eyes to perceive the spiritual immanence of the universe, the divine presence animating all things. You carry this awareness with you into every experience, finding inspiration and meaning even in the midst of life's challenges. The journey is far from over, but you have entered a new stage, guided by inner wisdom and empowered by your true identity. You know that you are capable of much more than you currently express, as humanity as a whole is poised on the brink of spiritual awakening. and that the future belongs to those who align with the divine order of the cosmos. With each passing day, you live in greater harmony with the rhythm of the universe. You become a living embodiment of the Secret Doctrine, demonstrating that profound spiritual realization can be integrated with the duties and joys of daily life. You show others by example that a life rooted in wisdom, love, and service brings fulfillment and contentment beyond anything the material world can offer. And as the years pass, you continue to grow in wisdom and grace. Your understanding deepens, your compassion expands, and your service to humanity becomes more focused and effective. The flame of spiritual realization burns brightly within you, illuminating the path for others who follow in your footsteps. Though trials and tribulations come to test your resolve, you stand firm, rooted in the unshakable knowledge of your true identity. You know that the challenges of the material world cannot touch your innermost divine essence. Discerning the signs of the times, you recognize that humanity is evolving rapidly toward a new era of consciousness. You sense the stirring of spiritual energy beneath the surface of everyday life. More and more people awaken to the illusions of the material world and yearn for deeper meaning and understanding. You perceive that the old structures of society and belief are crumbling away, making way for a more enlightened and harmonious way of living. Despite the turmoil and uncertainty in the external world, you remain centered in your own inner sanctuary of peace and wisdom. You've built strong connections with kindred spirits who gather regularly to study, meditate. The dawn of a new age is heralded by profound transformations in human consciousness. According to the Secret Doctrine, we stand on the threshold of such a shift as the fifth root. Race gives way to the magnificent evolution of the sixth root race. This transition marks more than a mere change in civilization. It symbolizes humanity as awakening to its spiritual nature, while retaining the rich tapestry of intellectual and technological achievements of our current golden age. In this video, we will explore what the Secret Doctrine reveals about the characteristics, abilities, and mission of the evolved human beings who will compose the sixth root race. Join us on this enlightening journey as we delve into the depths of this ancient wisdom and uncover the extraordinary potential that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened. The sixth root race, the emergence of spiritually evolved human beings. The dawn of the sixth root race signifies a monumental shift in human evolution. According to the Secret Doctrine, the inhabitants of this coming age will exhibit extraordinary characteristics that set them apart from previous civilizations. These evolved human beings will be blessed with natural psychic abilities, enabling them to communicate telepathically, perceive the thoughts and feelings of others clairvoyantly, and heal by directly transmitting their life force. This inherent wisdom and intuition will guide them to understand the interconnectedness of all existence and foster an innate sense of ecological awareness. They will instinctively grasp the impact of their actions on the environment and naturally align themselves with sustainable practices that harmonize with the rhythms of nature. Furthermore, these advanced human beings will embody selfless service as a core value, making personal sacrifice for the well-being of the collective a natural and effortless expression of their being. Such unconditional love and altruism will serve as the bedrock of their social interactions, fostering deep bonds of unity and compassion among members of the sixth root race. However, it is important to note that the transition to the sixth root race is not a distant prophecy, but an ongoing process unfolding right now. In fact, the Secret Doctrine teaches that individuals embodying these qualities are already walking among us, having incarnated specifically to pave the way for this new civilization. Children, as heralds of the sixth root race. The most fascinating aspect of the sixth root race as emergence lies in the role of children as its heralds. The Secret Doctrine reveals that many of these advanced souls are incarnating in childhood form, bringing with them profound wisdom and sensitivity that defy conventional understanding. These children often exhibit extraordinary levels of consciousness, demonstrating an intuitive grasp of complex spiritual truths and a deep connection to the unseen realms of existence. Their heightened sensitivity extends to perceiving the emotions and subtle energies of those around them, acting as empathetic sponges that absorb the collective consciousness of humanity. However, this heightened state of sensitivity can also make them vulnerable to the negative energies and emotional turmoil prevalent in society. Consequently, these spiritually evolved children often struggle within traditional educational systems that fail to recognize the depth of their consciousness or the validity of their unique experiences. Rather than fitting into conventional classrooms, they frequently excel outside the confines of conventional schooling, where they have the freedom to explore their gifts and develop their talents to serve humanity as collective awakening. Characteristics of the sixth root race. The inhabitants of the sixth root race epitomize a harmonious blend of spiritual wisdom and scientific understanding. They approach life with an intuitive understanding that supersedes rational analysis, allowing them to perceive the interconnectedness of all things and make decisions aligned with the greater good. Central to their worldview is the recognition of the illusory nature of separation, which dissolves the barriers between individuals, fostering unity, love, and compassion as fundamental guiding principles. Technology serves as a tool for these evolved humans who harness its potential without dominating or exploiting natural forces. Instead, they prioritize cooperation with natural laws, developing technologies that harmonize with the rhythms of the cosmos and respect the sanctity of all life. Their science integrates consciousness as a fundamental factor, bridging the gap between the material and spiritual realms, leading to revolutionary discoveries in medicine, energy production, transportation, and communication. Notably, their social structures are devoid of compulsion or fear-based hierarchies. Instead, they function based on voluntary cooperation, guided by wisdom and understanding, minimizing conflict and embracing peaceful coexistence. In essence, the inhabitants of the sixth root race stand as beacons of unity, love, and wisdom, illuminating the path toward a more harmonious and sustainable future for all humanity. Sixth race abilities. The members of the sixth root race possess a remarkable array of abilities that set them apart from humanity as current state of consciousness. Foremost among these is their natural telepathic communication, enabling them to connect mentally and emotionally with others beyond the limitations of language or physical distance. This telepathic faculty allows for the instantaneous exchange of thoughts, feelings, and even subtle energies, fostering a profound sense of unity and understanding among individuals. Additionally, clairvoyance constitutes a significant ability within the sixth root race, granting its members the capacity for clear seeing. Through this heightened perception, they can observe events occurring simultaneously across vast distances, access information latent within objects, or perceive subtle energy patterns that remain hidden to ordinary consciousness. Moreover, the power of direct healing emerges as a notable characteristic of the sixth root race. These evolved beings can transmit life force or healing energy directly to others, facilitating rapid physical, emotional, or spiritual restoration without the need for intermediaries or external aids. This innate healing ability stems from their deep understanding of the subtle energies that govern the human energy body and the interconnectedness of all living beings. It is important to remember that these abilities are not extraordinary occurrences reserved for a few isolated individuals, but natural faculties possessed by all members of the sixth root race. These abilities become seamlessly integrated into their everyday lives, forming the basis for their interactions and understanding of the world. The path of the adept. The path of the adept is marked by a commitment to constant self-improvement and the pursuit of wisdom. For those ready to embark on this journey, several practices are essential to ensure progress along the path. First and foremost, one must engage in regular meditation and contemplation, dedicating oneself to deep internal reflection to expand consciousness and gain insight into the nature of reality. Secondly, studying ancient wisdom texts and teachings from various cultures becomes crucial to broaden one's perspective and deepen one's understanding of spiritual principles. This knowledge serves as a compass, guiding the adept toward greater wisdom and enlightenment. Additionally, actively seeking out like-minded individuals and forming communities of practice or spiritual companionship is vital for shared learning, emotional support, and collective growth. Engaging in service to humanity emerges as another cornerstone of the adept's path, channeling one's newfound wisdom and abilities to uplift and benefit others. Finally, the adept should strive to live ethically, practicing honesty, compassion, and integrity in all aspects of their life, setting a positive example for others to follow. Remember, the path of the adept is a lifelong journey of discovery and transformation. By embracing these practices, one can confidently tread this path, knowing that they are actively shaping their own spiritual evolution. Conclusion: the Secret Doctrine unveils a compelling vision of the future, revealing that the sixth root race stands on the horizon, heralding a new era of spiritual evolution for humanity. With the dawn of this age, we can anticipate the emergence of spiritually advanced individuals who will shape the course of human history.